Okay, so in this video I'm just going to go over quickly how you would build your brand kit in Canva. It's actually really quick. So if you are in Canva, you need to be in the Canva Pro subscription. So if you're not signed up for the Canva Pro, you don't have this option. But you can actually go, if you're in the home area of Canva, you can just get there by clicking on the logo or on the home icon. You can actually go under Tools, and there's a brand section here. So let's go ahead and click on that. And this is the brand kit. It will actually help you out, get you started here. You can upload, add new, your logo, and this will help you find your logo fast when you're using Canva to design all of your advertisements for your company. So you can actually take this tour if you want. Here we add the brand colors in so that you can get those in there quickly, and when you're designing an ad you can just reference them really quickly. Your color palette. And then brand fonts, so you can actually put in text styles here, or you can upload fonts. So if Canva is missing your font, as long as you can download your font and get your, I think they come in several different file types. So if you downloaded your font from like dafont.com or like Font Squirrel, or you actually paid for your font, there should be several different file types that fonts come in that you can upload into here. So that's kind of cool that you can upload your fonts. So and then yeah, so that's pretty much it in here, and it should be a pretty quick thing to do. Brand templates. You know, you can design faster with templates that have your logos, colors, and fonts. Brand controls. You can actually restrict your team's access to only your brand's colors. So this might actually be only available under Canva Teams, because I actually have Canva Teams instead of just the regular Canva Pro. The Canva Teams allows up to 5 people to use the same login information. So this way, you know, you can, if you have other people in here using Canva, you can, you know, get design approval in here. You can control the color and the fonts that they're using in their designs. So that's kind of cool. That way, you know, you're not going to get those inconsistencies in branding. But anyway, with the brand kit, that's what I want you to do. So I'm going to go ahead and add my logo. I just got to search around for it. I think I have one in here, in my black here. Oh, it won't take an AI file. So definitely make sure that you upload a high resolution JPEG file, because yeah, I'm trying to bring in a AI file and it will not let me. So go ahead and try that out. Let's see if I can find that here. I'm going to go into AI here and then just do a file export as to my desktop here, and we'll make a JPEG file. I'm going to click use artboards. I'm out of Illustrator. Just on my desktop for now. CMYK, that's good. Maximum 300 ppi. Okay, so this is going to be a high-res JPEG. Let's try this again. I'm just bringing in my black JPEG. So I'm guessing, you know, if you have a color version of your logo, that would be a good thing to bring in as well. So you might have to do that in Illustrator and then export it out. So you probably want a black, white, and color version in here of high-res logos. Brand colors, it kind of automatically starts filling them in. You can remove those and then add new. So let's say, you know, I know the hex value. If you don't know the hex value, but you do know the CMYK value, you can go online to an online color converter, color code converter. So if I just search for online color code converter, I can find that. I think this one's probably pretty good. So if I knew the mix, the CMYK mix, of my, actually no, not this one. There was a different one that I found that I thought worked pretty good. Convert a color. Yeah, this one's pretty nice. So CMYK is a lot of times what I end up working in. So like, let's say I know my color mix. You know, maybe this is my color mix. So 100% cyan, 50% magenta, 0% yellow, and let's say maybe a little bit more yellow, 40%, and then 30% black. So I can actually get the hex value here that will update to match, and it'll even show you a little preview of your color in the background. So we can actually copy that by clicking this button, and then we can go back into our brand and paste that hex value in. So if you're looking for, you know, that way, oh, and actually there's an add CMYK. So if we know the CMYK values, like if I want a nice black in there, I'm probably gonna do maybe like a 0, 0, 0, and then 100. So 100% black. You know, some people, you might want to have a rich black in there, depending. Most likely you might want the rich black instead of a single color black, just because it'll look better printed on most things except for newsprint. Newsprint ads need a one color black logos, but most people don't advertise newsprint anymore, so probably don't need that in there. I do want white, so I'm going to just kind of bring it to white, which is FFFF, and as you can see 000, which is correct for white. So just going to enter that in, and let's say I have one more color. Maybe it's, you know, maybe I know the mix. It's 87, 0, 91, 20, and then that's what I have for my logo colors. And then my brand fonts, maybe I want to, you know, choose a font here. This is for my headlines. Montserrat Extra Bold. I really like Montserrat. Subheading font, maybe Montserrat Classic. And then, let's see here. Maybe actually subheading would be Montserrat. The nice thing about Montserrat is there's so many different kinds of Montserrat. So maybe Montserrat Classic could be... I'm going to actually search for this and just see how many versions of Montserrat they have. Oh, they have a thin, extra light, semi-bold. Maybe I'll use the semi-bold for the subheadings. So I want something really bold, and for the heading, something somewhat bold. You know, this is just a generic idea. Obviously, you probably put a little bit more thought into your fonts. And then with this one, I want just the classic. I don't want to go too thin with my fonts, because then, you know, we're risking at that small size for body copy, you know, not being able to read it. So we have the headings, the subheadings, and then the body copy. It's good to add those in. If you have fonts that you've downloaded from sites, you can upload those here. Just make sure you get the correct file types. Let's see, I think I can go into Font Book. So if you're on a Mac, you can go into Applications. Nope, you can't go into Font Book. Well, let's just say if I was on like Font Squirrel, let's say I got my fonts off of Font Squirrel. So maybe I really like Source Sans Pro, and it comes with all of these different kinds of Source Sans, which is actually kind of nice because it's very similar to Montserrat in that it has like a bold, a black, italic, light, regular. So if we want to download that, the OTF file is actually the file, one of the file types that you can get for your fonts. So that'll go into your downloads folder as a zip file. You can go in here, we can see what's in there. So here's the OTF files for all of the different types of font. So let's see what Canva accepts here, because I'm not sure if they take a whole zip file or not. So maybe I can just open that. Okay, nope, we need to go in. I could push Shift on my keyboard though, luckily, and bring in all of these. But of course, you know, you're probably only going to need 3 of them, one for the headline, one for subhead, and one for body copy, and possibly like an italic. So maybe I want the black for the headline, the bold, oops, so the black, and then if I push down Command, I can get I can actually skip things. Maybe I want the bold, so I'm holding down Command. If you push Shift, it'll get everything. And then maybe I just want regular for the body copy. So those are my headline, subhead, body copy fonts. I can open that up. Yep, upload away. So maybe if you have, you know, this type of font, you can upload your files here doing it this way. So it takes a little bit. My internet's kind of slow, but so you can see I got those in there. Accidentally uploaded an italic version. I can always trash it if I need to, and restart. You know, a couple of these just aren't the right ones, and I can always add them later. But as you can see, yeah, and these can be edited as well. You know, we can just, I wonder if we can just get rid of this. Yeah, upload a font here. So definitely choose one or the other, and these are easy enough to trash. So anyway, that is the brand kit. Should be able to I was thinking we could download these as a PDF file. Mary Ward's team. I can title it here. Brand kit, brand templates. We're not going to do any of this right now. I was hoping I could download this as a PDF. So I kind of thought that we could download the brand kit as a PDF file, but it's not looking like that's the case. So what we're going to do to prove that we set these up is just take screenshots of your brand kit. On a Mac, you would do that by clicking, so if we go in here and we can zoom out, Command minus, and then we can do Shift Command 4. On those big screens on the Macs in the Mac Lab, you might not even need to zoom out, but just try to get it all in one shot. So, but I can see you put your brand logos, your brand colors, and brand fonts. Make sure you have 3 brand fonts, one's for headings, subheadings, and body copy. Make sure you have a color palette of like 2 to 3 colors that are from your brand guide that we established earlier and that you turned in. Use brand fonts from your brand guide as well. And then bring in brand logos. Make sure you have 3 brand logos, okay? Black, white, and then the color version of your logo. And make sure that your logo is actually of the correct, actually filling your artboard. And then when you export out the JPEG file, that you've actually filled up the artboard with your design. So I didn't do that, so I have a lot of white space around my design, which is going to be a problem. But if I completely filled up the artboard in Illustrator and then exported out my JPEGs, that would have been a better thing to do. So we'll just take a screenshot of that, and you can submit that for grade in Brightspace, just to prove that you did take the time to set up your brand kit in Canva. You may have to tweak it a little bit as you go along, just because I think the options might change slightly once you get off of the free trial and actually start paying for Canva Pro. So anyway, we'll talk to you later.